when you're at your job and somebody sexually harasses you in a manner that is very vulgar and disgusting.
AJ and Free, the first host of 106 in Park.
You guys did stuff that Terrence and I never, ever could have done.
There is no 106 in Park without Free and AJ.
AJ and Free till this day, I mean, are iconic to the culture. It's going down! We were lit before lit was a saying. Literally iconic.
At 6 p.m. every night, you were in the house watching television.
It really was like the CNN of hip-hop and R&B.
Today we're diving into the scandals, the drama, and the lies that made BET's 106 and Park a whole moment. From jaw-dropping backstage beef to secrets that almost destroyed careers, we're exposing it all. So grab a snack and get ready because this ride's about to get wild, messy, and unforgettable.
Welcome to 106 in Park, BET's Top 10 Live.
What up, 106?
Yeah.
Let's be real for a sec. 106 in Park wasn't just a show. It was the cultural heartbeat of Black music and entertainment for a whole generation. But behind the iconic moments, the smooth-talking hosts, and those unforgettable artist interviews, there was mess. And I mean mess. So what really went down on one of BET's most beloved shows? Buckle up, because we're starting with the OG hosts and a scandal that had the streets talking. First up, we gotta talk about Free and AJ, the faces of 106 and Park. When the show hit in 2000, these two brought chemistry, charisma, and just the right amount of chaos to keep us tuned in every day.
AJ and Free, the first host of 106 in Park.
There is no 106 in Park without Free and AJ.
AJ and Free till this day, I mean, are iconic to the culture.
But baby, don't get it twisted. It wasn't all countdowns and freestyle battles behind the scenes. Word on the street was that Free, the effortlessly fly, Roxbury-bred queen, was allegedly tangled up in a scandal with none other than Jay-Z.
We thought you weren't coming out the curtain. Jay, what are you doing?
I was telling the guy at the door, I was like, I don't like the way y'all treat me back here. I'm not going out. He was like, what?
You probably gave him a heart attack. Give it up, Jay-Z in the house, y'all.
Yep, the rumor mill was spinning, claiming Free and Hav had a little something going on, and boy, it didn't stop there. Some even said Free had a baby and Jay was involved. Now, let's be clear, Free has kept it classy and never confirmed the rumors. But trust, the whispers had people side-eyeing every interaction Free and AJ had on screen.
And we're still like family. And I talk to Free a lot. Mm-hmm. But yeah, leaving the show, it was hard. It's like y'all talking to people every day, you know. But it was a change that was needed.
Things got so tense that Free's absences from the show in 2005 fueled even more speculation. The tea was scalding, but Free eventually left the show, and to this day, she's been tight-lipped about what really went down.
And you know, like I think Cardi B's auntie was stripping in AJ's dressing room.
And do you remember? I remember coming in because our rooms were connected, and there's glitter coming through.
Glitter. Look, they would come to set every day. Like, where's all this glitter coming from? They finally found out that AJ turned his dressing room into a strip club late at night to make some side money.
Y'all need Jesus. I'm praying for both of y'all today. I'm praying.
That's what happened. Those are the reasons why Free and AJ left 106 in Park. And
there you go.
See, guys, I'm sorry, you know.
Hold up. Were y'all Team Free or Team AJ back in the day? Drop your favorite 106 and Park memories in the comments, and let's keep this conversation going. Okay, back to the tea. Let's not forget about Freestyle Fridays. Freestyle Fridays was the spot for raw talent, where rappers put it all on the line to win bragging rights. But sometimes those battles got a little too heated. Remember the infamous showdown between Bless and Go Hard Jetson? Baby, that wasn't just a lyrical war. It turned into straight-up chaos. During the second round, Jetson got too hype and snatched Bless's cap right off his head. Bless kept his cool at first, but when Jetson shoved him off the stage, oh, it was on. Fists were flying before you knew it, and the cameras captured every wild moment. Both rappers were disqualified, leaving fans stunned and the 106 set in shambles. This wasn't the first time tensions boiled over on live TV, but it was a reminder that the competition wasn't always about bars. Sometimes it got real personal. Now let's talk about the luxury side of 106 in Park. AJ Calloway's iconic dreadlocks were practically a co-star. But years later, the internet went wild when a clip surfaced of him removing a wig. Folks started questioning if his famous locks were ever real. AJ had to step in and clear the air, claiming his dreads during his 106 days were authentic. The wig drama? Just him experimenting later in life. Crisis averted, for AJ at least. But baby, the same couldn't be said for some of the celebrity guests featured on BET's version of Cribs. Turns out, a lot of those fabulous homes and cars were just rented props. Take Bow Wow, for instance, showing off luxury rides like Lambos and Bentleys. Turns out those weren't even his. They came courtesy of a Miami car rental service. And Dame Dash? He borrowed Mariah Carey's mansion for his Cribs episode. Meanwhile, 50 Cent proudly flaunted Ferraris, but eagle-eyed fans noticed the initials SC on the cars, exposing them as rentals from a luxury collector. Yo, when Free and AJ dipped from 106 and Park back in 2005, it had folks in their feelings for real. AJ got on live TV, all choked up, talking about "this my last show," and left everybody like, wait, what? And Free? Sis wasn't even on set. She was at home calling in like, y'all, this my goodbye too. The whole thing was mad awkward, like they didn't even get a proper send-off. The vibe was off, and you could just tell there was more to the story. When Free and AJ left, BET thought they could just replace them like that. Nah, it wasn't that easy. They brought in Roxy and Terrence J, but fans weren't feeling it at first. The energy wasn't hitting the same, and folks made it known. But to their credit, Roxy and Terrence hustled and eventually won the crowd over. Still, they had their own mess to deal with.
Ready to show the toes and the legs. And they shaved the legs. You know, the legs been hibernating for the whole winter, so they come out looking real like little grizzly bears. Remember your legs the other day? When I tried to touch her leg and I almost lost my arm. It was crazy.
All right, it's okay. Being natural's the way to go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What's up, Monique?
Anyway, twitter.com/.
Remember that infamous moment when Roxy straight up walked off the set during a live taping? Baby, that was no accident. Word is, Terrence's shady comments had Roxy heated. She stormed off and rumors of a secret romance gone sour lit up the internet. Years later, they said it was all staged so Roxy could take a break. But let's be real, nobody's buying that. It felt way too real, and the drama had everybody talking for days. Now, let me tell you about the time 106 and Park got real messy with Webby and Roxy. So, Webby was brought on the show as a guest judge for Freestyle Friday, but baby, things went left real quick. During a commercial break, rumors started flying that Webby got way out of pocket, allegedly whispering inappropriate comments and putting his hands where they didn't belong. Yup, straight up harassment. And Roxy was not about to stay quiet about it.
Any like that a woman feels that she was disrespected, and I have thick skin, I don't, you know what I'm saying, but when you're at your job and somebody sexually harasses you in a manner that is very vulgar and disgusting, you know, I have no shame of sticking up for myself.
When the show came back, Webby was gone like he never existed. Terrence J kept it classy on air but made it clear, Webby was banned for life. Afterward, Roxy let it be known that what happened backstage was unacceptable. Sis stood her ground and called out the disrespect, earning mad respect from fans and other women in the industry, who know how hard it is to deal with this type of nonsense. But of course, not everybody was clapping for her. The streets were split. Some folks were like, Roxy's doing too much, while others praised her for speaking up. Either way, Webby's career took a serious hit, and the whole situation had people side-eyeing the entertainment world. Terrence supposedly stepped in to check Webby, and boy, the beef was on. Webby wasn't shy about sharing his side of the story, but let's just say, BET wasn't here for it. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. From shady backstage deals to moments BET tried to sweep under the rug, this show's history is a whole mess. But let's move on to one of the biggest moments in 106 and Park history, Aaliyah's final interview.
Well, you know, it takes a bit of acting, you know, to do a video, to get on stage and perform. You know, you kind of become another person in a sense, just doing that. So I think it's kind of easy for people to make that transition into film when they're already comfortable in a video and on stage. Yeah. So you have a lot of people that are multi-talented and showing it. So it's
easy
great
for her to say Miss Romeo must die all in the spring doing your thing. Yeah, tell me what your favorite videos are that you've done. Like what expressed Aaliyah the best?
1 in a Million is definitely one of my favorites.
Okay.
Paul Hunter did his thing with that. That's your favorite. That's one of my favorites. And Are You That Somebody as well, because that was just all dance, and I love to dance, and that one was from top to bottom with the flamenco at the end.
Aaliyah graced the 106. and Park stage just days before her tragic passing. And the energy during her interview was pure magic. She talked about her music, her plans, and even surprised an audience member with a brand new car. But little did we know, that would be her final television appearance. Her light shone so bright that day, and fans still cherish that moment as a bittersweet memory. Rest in power, Aaliyah. But not all iconic moments were emotional. Some were just plain awkward. Case in point, Bow Wow.
You guys did stuff that Terrence and I never, ever
Like
could have done. You brought down 106 apart.
Now turned it up.
Now don't get me wrong, Bow Wow is practically the prince of 106 and Park. But his time as a host came with some questionable moments. Like that time he got called out for allegedly renting luxury cars for an MTV Cribs-style segment. Fans didn't let him live it down, dubbing him the king of Bow Wow Challenge energy. Y'all remember the Bow Wow Challenge? Tell me in the comments if you've ever pulled one of those stunts. No judgment here. Yo, let's talk about how 106 and Park went from being the heartbeat of Black culture to flatlining in 2014. It didn't happen overnight, but the writing was on the wall. Ratings were struggling, and honestly, who could keep up with all those host changes? Free and AJ had the streets locked, but after they left, it felt like the magic just wasn't the same. Roxy and Terrence J held it down for a while, but after them, it was giving confusion. Fans weren't feeling Bow Wow and all those random co-hosts like that. Now let's talk about the real damage, the rise of YouTube. Back in the day, 106, and Park was the place to catch music videos and live performances. But once YouTube popped off, why wait for a countdown when you could just hit play whenever you wanted? The streets didn't need 106 and Park to see the latest visuals anymore. And the viewership started dipping harder than the Harlem Shake. Then there was that messy moment with Karawichi Tran. Sis got dragged to the depths of the internet for making that joke about Blue Ivy's hair during a segment. I really didn't wake up like this because my parents never comb my hair. Girl, what? The Bayhive was not having it. The backlash was so bad, folks started blaming that one moment for the show's downfall. By 2014, BET pulled the plug, calling it the natural end of an era. But let's be real, the culture had shifted and the show couldn't keep up. When BET announced its cancellation, fans were hurt, but they knew 106 and Park wasn't hitting like it used to. But baby, let's not forget the good times. Freestyle Fridays had us glued to our TVs, watching aspiring rappers battle it out with bars so fire, we'd be quoting them for weeks. And don't even get me started on those spring bling specials, a whole vibe that gave us life every year. At its peak, 106 and Park wasn't just a show, it was a movement. It gave artists like Kanye West, Alicia Keys, and Chris Brown their first major platforms. It brought us unforgettable moments, like Michael Jackson's surprise appearance and Destiny's Child's hilarious slip-up. And even though the show ended in 2014, its impact is still felt today. Alright y'all, that's a wrap on today's tea. 106 and Park gave us culture, music, and drama for the ages. What was your favorite moment? Drop it in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss the hottest news. Until next time, stay messy, stay blessed, and keep serving those looks. Peace.